Thank you very much for your time today. I have been following the feedback on Kirkland's comprehensive plan. An area that hasn't been fully addressed is the impact to taxpayers. This is my area of expertise. I hold an active CPA license, a CMA designation, a PhD in accounting, and have over 20 years of experience in corporate finance, public accounting, and as an adjunct university professor. To overly simplify a very convoluted dynamics, because tax exemptions are granted to developers who include a percentage of affordable housing in their build, combined with state legislation restricting property tax levies, I can say with certainty that the plan will simultaneously increase taxes for existing property tax owners while creating a budget shortfall for government-provided services. This impact will last for the duration of the tax exemption, which is currently between 8 to 20 years. To expand on these points in admittedly overly simplistic terms, first, the increase to property tax for existing residents. This is caused by two mechanisms. One, the tax-paying dwelling is replaced by a tax-exempt unit, meaning fewer units to pay for the total tax bill. And two, new construction adds to the total pool of tax to be collected. This is now shared among fewer tax-paying dwellings. And the second point, the reduction in quality of government services. It's the assessed value of new construction that increases the total tax pool to be collected rather than the number of people. Multifamily dwellings have lower assessed value per person when compared to a single-family home. This means slower growth in tax revenue compared to the population growth. This is further exacerbated by the waiver of impact fees, which fund one-time infrastructure improvements needed to support the population increase. These outcomes are not my opinion, but facts based on the dynamics of current legislation and city ordinances. The extent of these effects is driven by the amount and pace of growth. The open question to the Council and Commission is how you will respond. I see you only have a few options. The first is to eliminate the tax exemption and waivers of impact fees, which effectively eliminates affordable housing and is at odds with the mission of inclusivity. The second is to increase tax levies through state legislation or additional levies on the Kirkland ballot, but this is unlikely to pass given recent attempts at both of these. The third is accept the reduction in services and quality provided, as well as a tax increase for current residents, this is what will happen if we continue on the current path. And last is a compromise of these options, which is to gradually grow affordable housing. By modulating the housing growth allows time for property tax levies to increase naturally without legislation and for the recently announced $5.5 billion of federal housing funding to take effect. I'm very supportive of affordable housing growth in Kirkland and personally believe that growth is an issue we must all do our part to address. However, we need to be transparent about the impacts and proactively manage the consequences.